And what we're talking about now, that's really kind of my next question. What is
Good.
happening? What is happening in the beer world trend-wise, and how are the big breweries and the small breweries acting together to take the industry in the beer world into the next step?
I think we talk to each other from time to time, but we are not. We are still competing, and that's good because we are in a. That's the law. You should compete. But what we have a common goal, and that's I would say to get beer as something that is absolutely normal to have. If you have two friends with you, or like a girlfriend, and you invite your best friend and his girlfriend. What are you now? Today you're normally serving wine. That's often the case. You will have Bordeaux, whatever, on to the dinner.
Yeah.
In my world, that will change, and is changing at the moment. So it will be absolutely normal to serve a delicious beer to every meal that you can cook at home. I think that's something that we have in common, and that we will spread the knowledge and to work with during the next coming years. I also think that a lot of new styles will erupt. I think the extremes, the period of the extreme brews are over, more or less. We have done the most bitter beer in the world. Not we, but somebody has.
Yeah.
The absolute most strong beer, above 50% of alcohol.
Yeah.
We have done the thickest, the largest, the heaviest, whatever.
Yeah.
That has been done now. Okay, let's go back to what beer is about.
Yeah, supposed to
Good,
be about.
good taste. Could be very extreme. Could be very tasty. Could be with fruit. Could be with bananas. Could be whatever. But it's not just to prove that you can do something extreme. It's that it actually tastes good.
Yeah.
And it moves a thought with someone. It's oh, this is good with cheese. Great. And
So
beer is good with cheese. So,
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah, you spoke to Garrett. Yeah. That's his.
Yeah, I've yet to had a proper tasting though.
We'll have to fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I also think that we'll see, there is some segments in the Swedish beer market which is so underdeveloped. I can't really understand why. I'm thinking mainly of two. It's wheat beers. It's so awesome. Do you like wheat beers?
Like Weiss beer.
Weiss beers? Wheat beers? Like
They're okay, but not more.
Okay.
Not one of my favorites.
Okay. Depending on what you eat too, because that's also the case with a lot of beers, that a lot of consumers that say, have these beers, I don't really like the taste. But if they try it with the right pairing, the taste profile will totally rock.
Okay,
So I don't know, if you are into sushi?
Actually, I heard that the Weiss beer, the white
Wheat beers.
wheat beers.
Like Hugan
that they go well with Asian food.
They go great with Asian food.
And I actually did try that with my dad's food, and that was a good experience. I think I had a Hogarden.
Yeah.
So I'm not disqualifying it, and I will try it out more.
Yeah.
But could you give me give me and the viewers some specific tips for not only Weiss beer matchings, but other pairings too?
I want to share something. One of my personal friends is Magnus Svensson. He's a good guy. He's the principal and the creative leader of the Restaurant Academy, which is the top #1 educator in some years here in Stockholm. And a couple of years back, I think it was 3 years back, we were at the Restaurant Academy. We have been discussing food pairing with beer, and we couldn't find a really good guide to it. So we said, okay, let's do some really heavy science thing on this. So we had 3 chefs that cooked a lot of dishes, and we had 140, 150 beers back in the fridge, and we had 10 beers of different kind of styles, which were our main portfolio to work with. And then we had meat, and we really excellent top meat, and they boiled it, they fried it, they grilled it, they baked it in the oven, they did all sorts of things.
So they broke it down into all different variations.
Exactly, and then we came in and we tasted all the beers, and then we said, okay, this specific style of dark lager goes well to these this kind of meat.
How long did this tasting
A
take?
full day. Full day. We started at 9 in the morning and ended up, say, 8 something in the evening.
And how many people were involved?
5. And 150 beers. And a lot of food. And then we took in, say, 5 or 10, depending on how much we had in that style. We said, okay, let's explore dark lagers. So what kind of thing in the dark lagers was it that did so good with this piece of meat? And we did that with also things. And what we also did when we took in a dish like beer friends, like sausages, like pickled herring. And pickled herring is one of the most interesting subjects we actually remember from that session.
Okay.
Because what we did was pickled herring, and then we said, okay, pickled herring, traditional midsummer eve. You have a Pripps Blå or other pale lager, international lager to that, goes well. So okay, what will not go well? So okay, let's try a beer with a lambic with creek with cherries in it.
Yeah.
That probably won't go. Okay, let's try a really dark porter. We put in Carlsberg porter. So okay, let's try the first. Let's take a sip of the blonde lager and have some herring. It was onion herring, like the normal pickled herring. Yeah. And it went extremely good. Or it went good. It's like the taste that you know from Midsummer Eve. And then we took the sherry, and it was awful. And you can imagine, cherries to pickled herring, come on. So, not a good pairing.
Yeah, but you confirmed it.
Exactly, that was good. And then we came to this Carnegie Porter and said, okay, let's try it. That was awesome. It was actually the best pairing for the full day.
All right.
And we start wondering, okay, how the hell did we, sorry my language, but how could this happen? And then we started thinking, okay, pickled herring. If you should put that on a sandwich, what kind of bread should you use? Like a toast? No.
Oh, dark bread.
Exactly. So really dark, like a Danish piece of bread, or a really, really heavy dark bread. And what's the equivalent of a dark bread in beer styles? Porter. So it makes total sense. So that was actually the best pairing at that day. And that's opened our eyes that we knew far too little of this subject.
So now we have 2 pairings then, Hogarden and sushi, you say, and pickled herring with Carnegie Porter.
I will get a new one. Let's say, hello. It's coming up to Christmas time, or darker times, so I would say that a really good, take one of cheese. I would say go with a strong Belgium ale. I would use from my assortment the Leffe, and pair that with a Gruyere, a hard Swiss cheese, or something in that style. So awesome. But in that case, you can actually experiment. As you said, this is Garrett's favorite theme. Buy 10 beers. That's probably less expensive than a good a bottle of wine. And you will find 30, 50 wonderful pairings with cheese. If you have, say, 5-6 cheeses.
Yeah.
Like a Gruyere and a Leffe Blonde. I had this beer tasting once that there was a guy in the audience and said, "Oh no, Leffe Blonde, I can't taste it. Too much perfume in the taste." So yeah, but give it a try. And I actually brought some cheese here, and I had one small piece of Gruyere. I said, "Okay, let's try it. I'll try it." So, wow, the cheese got cheesier.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. The taste and the bubbles in the beer, together with the sweetness, creates a good pairing with the cheese. In this case, a quite salty cheese. And I said, I have to get me a case of Leffe, and I will actually have some friends over for the weekend. I know what I will have for desserts.